Welcome to Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
Christina, right?
We have some fabulous guests from Christina who have joined us today. Christina brought some more friends on. She keeps bringing on so many fabulous women with so many fabulous stories. Christina, who did you bring today?
I brought one of my best friends, Erica Grossman.
How do you say her last name?
Grossman? Because I almost called you Weiss.
That would be funny, actually. That would,
I know,
she's married.
Weiss,
yes, only for 14 years.
Because we've known each other for so long. So Weiss is her maiden last name. Weiss. Erica Weiss.
Okay.
But now I'm Grossman. Erica Grossman.
And I decided that I would bring one of my girlfriends on today, Tiffany
Soursby.
But Tiffany and I have been friends for a while, and I wanted her to join us on Girl Talk because she has the tea in Orange County. And we have a return queen of the desert, Sophia, with us.
Hi.
Wait, that's not a queen of the desert. Hi.
I was like, sorry, I got my throat.
You got a frog? What'd you do last night? What'd you and Roger do? Your throat's dry?
God, don't call him.
Okay.
Well, don't call him.
No comments.
So tell us a little bit about you.
Me? So I live in Miami. I'm in LA for the summer, but we go way back. We're from our 20s.
Yes, early 20s.
Okay.
We had some fun.
22 years.
Early 20s in Miami?
No. So we met each other in LA because we're both, I'm born and raised in LA, and Erica was also living in LA. And
Well, we know you're a Valley girl. We already knew this.
Yes.
Well, you say like.
Exactly.
Like?
But that's how we met. We actually met each other at a club.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Which club? Ledoux.
Oh, really?
Wow. Oh my God, I haven't
It's
heard
a really
that so
great
long.
story.
Okay, tell us a
Tell
story.
us, I want to hear.
So we were with the people who were running MySpace. My friends and I were.
Of course, Tom.
No, he wasn't there, but there are the other people.
Like, did you meet Tom?
Yes.
Just the face.
Yes.
No, I just want to meet Tom.
Tom was the CEO. We've met him different times, but it was our two other friends, like the CFO and I forget the other guy's title. But anyway, so we were with them, and my friends all worked for MySpace at the time. So we were at the opening of this club called Ledoux in LA, which was a really big hot club. And so the guys were like, oh, go find some girls for the table. And I said, okay. So then I went searching around the club, and I saw a cute group of girls, and it was Erica and a few
You're
other
pimping
girls.
yourself out. You're like, okay, I need to.
And I was like, hey, do you guys want to come hang out with us? We have a table and bottle service. So anyways, I recruited them over to our table, and then that's how we became besties.
Hey, Sophia, you've known her
Inseparable.
for a while too. Has she always been a madam or no?
I am not.
Just kidding. You seem to be always recruiting women, Christina. You're great at this.
Christina's a girl's girl.
Yeah, definitely. And I have a lot of girlfriends.
And a lot of stories.
They
So
sure
what
do.
happened after that? You went to her table.
That was it. We just
Yeah.
fell in love. We became besties right away.
Like we literally
She
hung out the
lived
next
at
day.
my house.
Yeah.
We called
I
her
did.
the
den
den
mom.
mom.
Ah,
So
got it.
tell him. She lived in this house in Mount Olympus.
Yeah.
Yeah. You tell him.
I had 4 guy roommates.
And they were all good looking.
They were all amazing, like good, nice quality, great guys. And
Did you see the rotation come in and out of the house?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
And you
was-
had to be quiet every time you met
Oh,
a new
yeah.
one.
How
How did you end up
You're
with
like,
4 male roommates, though?
I just got lucky. I don't know. I was friends with them, and then they needed a roommate while Guy was moving out, and I was like, "Can I move in?" And they were like, "Yes." And it was the best thing. I had like 4 big brothers,
And it was a really
Awesome.
cool house too.
and it was
where,
fun.
where was this at?
Mount Olympus.
Where's
So
that?
it's like West Hollywood. It's up Sunset.
Oh, it's in California. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
in
sure
LA.
challenged in California.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
in LA.
Okay.
I mean, it was a prime spot to be in, especially
Prime.
for young people.
Every Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Tuesday, there was a lot of people at the house drinking. It was great.
Well, yeah,
party.
when
It
you
was like
have
a
a
frat
rotation
house.
going through.
It was.
But like a couple $1 million frat house, you know? It was like
So what was the bathroom situation like?
Yeah, what was-
everybody had their own bathroom.
Yeah,
we were in a
everybody-
nice
Oh,
house,
okay, that
guys.
works. Nice. Okay.
No, it was
You
a
didn't
big
have
house.
poopery everywhere.
No. There was a powder room as well.
Okay, so you had your space.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You're like, I'm a beautiful young woman. I need my own
And were they all
space.
protective of you?
Very.
That's awesome. Big brothers.
Yeah, they were like big brothers.
So you're
It was
married
good.
right now.
I am.
And Tiffany, you're single.
Yes.
I'm single. You're married and you're married. So we've got like a ratio going on here
Yes.
today. Tiffany and I just recently became single. And I'm loving it.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yes, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. At first, I was, doing the whole sad thing, and then I was happy that I was sad because I got to feel that emotion. Because and then I was nervous because I just don't know how to date very well. And then I started hanging out with Tiffany, and she's like, welcome to my world. Let's go to opening day next week. We're going to Del Mar. This is your birthday tomorrow.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
happy birthday.
I try not to think about it, but yeah.
To you.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
So I started going out with Tiffany, and she's opening this world of singleness to me. So where are you taking us on Saturday?
Well, we're gonna go Del Mar opening day for the races, and then
We can wear our big hats.
Yeah.
Are there
Yeah.
hot men there?
Yes, like it's a party. It's,
Okay.
it's probably and everyone's in suits and dressed up fancy. And
I'll
so
find my
all the
future
men look
ex-husband.
good.
What are you
Yes.
gonna wear?
I don't know.
Oh, you better figure this out.
You better
What are
send
you
me
gonna
your
wear?
picture
Need our help.
first.
I
I was like,
yeah.
You got to plan on that.
it's
Well, no,
gonna be-
I want to get married again. Like I'm just one of those women that loves to be married. I want a husband. I want someone who can fix a toilet. I want someone that can add to my life and not take from it. Is that too much to ask?
No.
No,
Will I find him at
nothing's-
Del Mar? Maybe.
Probably.
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 Well, you better go shopping
might,
today or
yeah.
tomorrow and figure out your outfit.
I know, and it's gonna be 80 degrees. So
Oh, geez.
be hot.
It's humid there too. I just got back on Monday. It was humid the whole
really?
time.
Okay. But you can wear a little cami dress and a big hat, right?
Well,
okay. Are we gonna be watching the
Less
races
is
or watching
more.
the boys?
No,
What are
we're
we gonna
watching
be?
the boys.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I love a man in a suit. I used to love New York because of that exact
you're gonna
reason.
love it. It's kind of like
Yeah?
it's like their little version of the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, it's like a mini derby.
Everybody
Yeah.
wears hats though the first day. Always.
Do we have good tickets?
I think it's better looking people than the derby, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah, San Diego. Yeah. And I think this might be the first year it's on a Saturday. It's usually like a Wednesday,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Really?
Yeah.
Middle
Right.
of the
So it's going to
week.
be packed.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's gonna be. We'll have to do a follow up podcast because this will be released.
know.
This one will probably be released after it, but we'll we can tell them how it went. we had Sophia back.
And all of a sudden, a guy's on the show with us. This is my
we
new
had-
husband.
I had a wedding ring on. I'm like, oh, what?
I don't know what just happened.
They're recruits.
No, but so you're married in Miami, but you obviously were single before you were married. Were you single
I
in Miami?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. I was going
Yeah.
to say, how is being single in Miami?
I have some friends who are single and it's not so fun.
Really?
Yeah, the guys are having fun. It's, I think, for the women, it's a
Oh.
little more difficult.
What?
So
why-
you first-
There's so many beautiful women. And there's a lot of people who recently moved from New York
Oh, yeah.
and they're all getting divorced. Not all, I shouldn't say that, but there's a lot of them that the men just can't control themselves. It's
I
like,
mean, the
there's
women
so
in
much
Miami are
temptation.
like. I mean, have you ever watched the Miami Housewives? It's just like
Oh, yeah.
pow,
Yeah.
pow, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Their bodies are
but
just
everything's
like.
fake, right? Just like here.
Regardless, it's. I mean,
Well, I mean,
it's
everybody gets
amazing.
work done everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's similar to LA
Yeah.
or OC.
But
Yeah.
what I mean is they're beautiful because they
Take care.
they take care of themselves. So that's so it's just as bad here. I mean,
Yeah.
literally the women are like some women come down here from Washington State that they're like 10 up there, they're like a
Right.
20. They come down here and like a 2. I'm like, sorry guys. like literally when I used to live on the boardwalk, I'd have some girlfriends come down from Washington and kind of granola-y a little bit. You know me, I was a tomboy. So I don't really have like, I have good looking girlfriends, but not like you. I mean, all your girlfriends are just smoking. I mean, now I do.
you
Thank
think
God.
you're a tomboy, but with this hot body.
Well, now that I'm single, ready to mingle, honey, I gotta get that thing tight. But my point is that they would come down, and the women here have access to so many great surgeons, Botox, doctors, hair. I mean, up there to get blonde hair, it's like you're like a unicorn,
Right.
you know.
Mhm.
And it rains a lot. You can't wear nice bags. You literally the reason they coined it granola cruncher, whatever they are. And armpit hairs is because that's what it is.
well, nobody looks good in gray all the time.
No, and it's gray clothes, black clothes. So when I was wearing color in Washington, I stuck out. But then I moved down here and I would bring some girlfriends down here and they thought they were just hot as smoking crap up there. They come down here and they're like,
Ugh.
because they're all overweight and juicy. like, dude,
Pale
you
and-
get it. So when I moved down here, I was juicy. I'm like, damn, I gotta look at these hoes. the competition. So now I'm single again and I'm like,
Well, you look amazing.
thank
Yeah,
you.
look
But you know what I
amazing.
mean? You look out there and I'm older
it's a different,
now.
It's a different look. It's a different
Right. I have
perspective.
more. Yeah. I'm hoping that if a man, I was telling Christina, if a man looks at me now, if he can afford to look at me and still hits on me, then he's probably worth going on a date with. If they look at you and they're like this intimidation thing, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I want a confident man that we don't need to judge assets. We don't need to judge all that. We just
Right.
need it. Are you a good human being? Can you take care of yourself? Can you afford yourself? And
Can
You
you
know,
fix the toilet?
can you fix
Yes.
the fucking toilet? And you have special skills.
Nothing sexier than a man that can fix things like a handyman.
Yes.
Change a tire.
Oh my God.
change a
Yes.
tire without a
Oil.
shirt on.
Just change my oil.
God.
That's not my husband.
No?
He can't do any of that.
My husband
He's like, I hire that.
Oh,
No, my husband wants to try and fix everything, which he can probably fix about.
Roger can fix
He
everything.
can fix pretty, like, I would say 75, 80% of things. But then there's some things that he tries to fix. And then I'm like, great, that just cost me 3 times as much because I just had to pay somebody to fix with me, like, plus the cost of whatever
You
it was.
get there, the stucco's sideways. He's like, wait, I was just patching the hole.
Roger's really good at fixing ACs, by the way. I have a really good story about.
Really?
So we used
HVAC.
to have. No. We just. He basically our AC like stopped working in one of our rentals, and we literally it was like 12 o'clock at night, and the renters were texting me, and I was like, God, I'm like, who can I get to go over there? And I literally texted him. I was like, I need a big favor from you, and he was like, what is it? I'm like, our tenant, the people renting our place, the AC just stopped working. It was like August, so it was 100 degrees at midnight.
Yeah.
And he literally went over there and was able to fix it. So if you ever need a midnight AC man.
AC guy, in case I'm getting some sweat somewhere, I can just call Roger
Well,
up.
he
Be like,
couldn't
Roger.
fix one of ours. Okay, so last year, one of our units went out, like on the main side of the house. This
I
year,
remember that.
the one went out on my side, where my room is. And I was like dying. I had to sleep in one of the guest bedrooms on the other side.
Ugh.
Because they had to order the AC, and he was out there for days though. And I said, all those hours you spent out there, we could have already called the guy. He could have ordered it. It would have been here a day sooner. I mean, thankfully it was fine on the other side of the house, but he could not fix ours. So it turns out it was totally broken. We had to buy a
It
new
was
one.
something small with ours. Like I think it was a fuse.
I think it was a few. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was able
So
to
he
do it.
fixed the fuse, not the AC.
Regardless, he was trying to fix something.
what it was at 12 o'clock.
She's like, let's get granular
Look,
about
he
this.
saved the day. I was like,
It was like 100 and something degrees.
It
too.
was.
He popped the fuse box.
So let's talk about, today it was interesting. Now that, Tiffany and I, we all have careers. Every woman sitting here in this living room, we all have careers. We have products, which I can't wait to try. Your
Yes.
bars. What are those called again?
So they're True Bar. They're protein bars. They're vegan, gluten-free, soy-free. There's no sugar alcohols. 12 grams of
Ooh.
protein.
Okay.
and they have amazing flavors.
Where are they made?
We make them in Colorado.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, of course, Colorado.
You know.
Organic.
Yeah,
You guys, do
yeah.
you do it under a weird light?
Of
the sunshine
course,
down?
of course. Only on certain days,
Oh, there's certain with crystals lined up.
crystals. We leave the crystals outside,
And where are you sold?
We are sold nationwide in Costco, Whole Foods, Bristol Farms.
Oh. Whose company is
we're
it?
popping up everywhere.
Oh, it's your
Yes.
company.
It's my company, yeah.
Oh, great.
yeah.
No, I get to know you.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know you. So that's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm the CEO and the founder of it.
How did you start that?
So we were a part of another company. I actually brought that to my husband does venture capital.
Okay.
And so we were part of another company that I brought to him. He cleaned up. And from the exit of that company, there was like a women's line that we saw that like was needed in the world, right?
Right.
There was a niche. And so this started as True Women, and then we evolved to True Bar. Just something
because I've seen it.
geared more towards us, right? Like we don't need tons and tons of protein. Like
Yeah.
we want a quick snack under 190 calories.
Ooh, I can't wait to try it. We'll
It
do it during the
tastes
gifting
good.
segment.
Yes, it tastes so good. You're gonna love it.
And that's the thing is we all work so much. My point of today is I really want to go into all of us having careers and trying to juggle womanhood, relationships, careers. And is that a negative or a positive? The women that are in the workforce, we were told for so long, go get a job. Now we're equal rights. And now we're all busting our girl balls, tired and having to have babies and taking care of the husbands and fixing the toilets and, paying the mortgages. I mean, like everything. And then you get these men, they're like, I just want a simple girl. You're like, okay, you just told me I had to be Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me I don't have to be Wonder Woman. You just want babies. So I wanted to kind of touch on, what your thoughts are as far as just, you're CEO, right? And do you have children?
I do. I have 2.
So
I have a 10 and a 12-year-old. I have an amazing husband though. So
supportive,
he's super hands-on, super supportive. Like he does drop off at school. He does after school stuff with the kids for soccer. And, he's very hands-on. So I'm very lucky.
Okay.
But he did his grinding. Like he worked really hard for many years. And I was the stay-at-home mom who did all this. So we kind of just evolved. Yeah, we switched roles. Like it just kind of happened.
That's great.
Like not intentionally.
But that's lucky for you that you got to be a stay-at-home mom. See, for me, I would think that would be a blessing for your children, for you.
It's a full-time job,
for the
though.
family.
It definitely is.
Yeah, it's a word. People go, "Oh, you're just a mom." I'm like, oh, just a mom? I have 2 jobs. My mom had 5 of us.
That's a lot.
Wow.
5 full-time jobs. We're 1 year apart. That's like banging them, danging them. I mean, they were just bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And so, I saw the stress on her, and to get us to 18, that's a long time.
Yeah.
How old are your kids, Erica?
They're 10 and 12.
Oh,
They're
wow.
so
They're
cute.
young.
So
But
they're so
they're,
young.
But they're like halfway there.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that far off.
yeah.
I mean, her daughter looks like a full teenager now.
Oh my gosh. My daughter is like,
Oh,
I mean, it's
scary.
Like
Chastity
we
belt.
didn't look like that at that age.
No.
one
No.
did.
She's got it.
Yeah.
She's the 12-year-old?
She's 12.
Oh, wow.
And she looks 18.
so
She's tall too.
She's tall.
Your husband's probably
6'4",
like with
so-
a
yeah.
whip and a gun.
It's like, oh my gosh.
You're like planting
Oh my
cactus
gosh.
outside of her
Like,
window.
I'm so glad like she doesn't really do her hair or anything. So it's like kind of, like tomboyish right now. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, keep doing
Just keep
that.
doing it.
Yeah.
Don't watch a Britney Spears video.
Yeah.
Wear
Just
those
keep
baggy
doing you.
pants.
Yeah. She does like the baggy
Yeah.
pants. Those are very,
Those are really in style now.
And
The
they're
baggy
so not
pants with the
cute.
little
they're not
crop tops.
cute. Yeah. And the crop tops. I'm like, that is so not cute at all.
You know what it is though, when you're short too, like it never looks good on you. I feel like if you're taller, you can totally pull off the wide leg pants. Like, look at but for me, anyways, I'm short.
Don't
You're
think
short.
No, I've never worn
You're
those in
wearing
my
wide
life.
Well, these are more of
the
a flare, right? They're
The
like
foot fetish.
skinny
yeah,
on
that's
top.
true. Yeah, that's true.
They're bell bottoms.
Yeah.
So Tiffany, as far as, you're recently single as well, and you also ran a company. Was it with your ex, or do you want to bring that up, or you don't have
there's
to?
just been multiple skill assets I'm trying to do real estate. I've been doing cannabis sales for about 9 years now.
9 years, yeah.
We did an in-house company together, and then I tarnished that one. But it's been good. It's just a lot of juggling. I mean, to live in Orange County, it takes a lot of money to stay here and like live and be independent. So
Yeah. But do you find that when you're out and about, and now that I'll be with you, oh my gosh, you mean that? No, just kidding. I gotta go out and meet somebody. Do you find the men are more attracted because you are so intelligent, or do you find that they want you to dumb yourself down? How do you, dating right now? Tell me about it.
it's a
I
little
need
bit
to
of
know.
both. I think, I'm finding out that because I am financially stable and I'm okay, my
You don't need a sponsor.
bar is super high. Like if they're not matching my energy or if they're not bringing something to the table, I'm not
Don't have
even
to deal with
slightly interested because I've already been down so many different levels with that. And so it's kind of like most girls will just fall in love for, whatever reason and then hope that this guy's going to take care of them. And it's like, it's a different ballgame now when
Yeah.
you actually have your own independence. And
Yeah.
it's also a lot harder to find somebody, I think, because you've got those red flags up and you've got now,
Yeah.
You were
goals to
married
achieve.
before?
No, I've been in
Oh.
about 8-year relationship.
Oh, okay.
And
It's like being
it's
married.
always still, that's a whole nother thing.
Do you have any
but-
kids?
No, he had
Okay.
3.
Oh,
And
okay.
So I kind
So
of
you were
went
a
through
step-up
all of it.
Oof,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
was that?
A lot.
That's my life.
Where are
That
they
sounds like
now?
that was my life.
They're doing their thing. He's got 50-50 custody. So yeah.
But that's a lot. 3 stepkids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
It's
lot.
a lot. And it's somebody else's
He's so lucky to
kids,
find
so,
you.
yeah.
Hot, smoking, smart
Yeah,
woman who can
yeah.
deal with 3 kids.
Yeah. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so what you're saying is that it's
You just it's like there's just only a certain demographic of men that I'm even interested in pursuing, and then it's kind of like at the age I'm 44 tomorrow, when a man's in his 40s, he's got kids, he's got ex-wives, he's got all those
Baggage.
things, and it's like baggage, yeah, and it's just like, okay, well, it's almost better to be single and not have to deal with somebody else's baggage.
so I'm
it's
finding
just
that out
getting
right now.
Yeah,
Because I dealt with so much baggage with my ex that I was like, and I say ex casually because I have a couple of them, but and they're all fall in the same category. But it's an open relationship with ex, if you say the word ex. But they all seem to have so much that they needed fixed that I didn't want to fix. And you can't fix an old an old dog. You can't treat an old dog. You can't
Teach an old dog new tricks.
Do you think you went after men that were like
That's
that?
what I'm thinking I did.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying something new, which is just be single and be prepared to love myself and learn to love myself. And when I do find somebody, I'm hoping that maybe it's a different cookie from that cut. You know, maybe I get to meet somebody who loves himself too, and he doesn't have mommy issues and daddy issues.
You should let me approve your next love interest.
Well, yeah, he can't be good with a gun, you know.
Godless. I'll be like, I mean, I think I could spend a few minutes with somebody and be like, I either like them or I don't.
Yeah.
You were a pretty good character.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest. Like you just said that. Typically, I'm pretty good about like people, either they rub me the wrong way or they don't. But one of my closest girlfriends, you know, she was actually going to move out here. She was in the desert. They had a place in Huntington Beach, and because she wanted to find a man. And I was just like, you've got to smile, girl, and put yourself out there. I go, just smile for 2 weeks.
It's so hard.
I said, just smile, say hello. It's good for business too. Anyway, she said, she calls me like a week and a half later and she goes, I was so ready to tell you to take your whole thing and like shove it. And I was leaving here. She goes, but a guy came up to her at the gym and talked to her and he's like, I saw you smiling at me the other day. Do you want to go to coffee? So of course, so she calls
it works.
me. So she calls me.
Was it going to Starbucks right after this?
No, she goes, I had no makeup on, no nothing. She goes, and this guy came up to me and she's tall. I mean, she's 5'8.5". So she needs like a tall guy. She goes, I want to be able to wear heels.
She wants to be a spinner at 8'5'8". Yeah,
she met a man that's 6'7".
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
that's my kind of man.
But in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, I didn't really care for him because I felt like, I go, this guy's got no manners, no nothing. However, after about a year, I go, she kind of molded him.
Aww.
Roger and I both love him. Like, I think he's the best thing. They're married, by the way.
Wow,
we went to
got
their
married?
wedding.
Oh, they got married too?
Yes.
All from the smile.
Yes.
It's
Jacqueline.
Oh, yeah. Like she got divorced,
Staring
right?
in the
No,
camera.
never been married.
Never been married.
never been married.
Okay.
Wow.
But
I was
she's like in the
confusing
middle of like a
somebody else.
remodel of her house. All these stuff happened
Yeah.
with the contractor. Her husband stepped in. He's laying the tile. He's like cleaning everything.
Oh my God, Coda is just walking.
I know.
He's causing a muck back there.
He's just having a
chewing
good
his
old time.
femur.
I thought I heard him too.
Yeah. Wait till he starts farting. It's going to be great. I'm so sorry, ladies. Coda just seems to love.
Anyway, I never thought that I was like, I go, oh, I don't know about this guy, you know, but she was
Yeah.
holding on. But like I said, a year later,
Hi, Coda.
he is amazing. Like, I don't mind him to go shopping with us. He said, I'll carry your bags. We're like, here you go. We're at Cabzon, you know, like he goes, we say, I'll go get it for you girls. You know, we were just like, I go, God, Brian should come with us all the time.
Oh,
You know?
And do they have kids or no?
No. They've been married. They're in the middle of a remodel on her house. So they've only been married a couple years. They just celebrated their
How
second
old are they?
anniversary.
What's the age?
She is, so we are 10 years and 10 days apart. So if I'm she's 39.
Okay, so she can still have children. Do they want children?
She's okay. Like whether she's like,
If they
it
don't,
happens,
they
it
don't.
happens. If she
Yeah.
doesn't, she doesn't. She's not trying not to.
Do you want to have children, Tiffany?
It's kind of a tough time right now because I'm on the fence and I have to make a decision probably
I was
tomorrow.
there.
This month, you know,
This month. Just find a
tomorrow.
partner,
No, I
baby.
mean, I wanted to, and then we put it off, and then my ex is fixed, so we had to go through that. And
So are you
then,
thinking of freezing your eggs?
no, past that point, it would be like straight to sperm donor and do it on my own, which I actually kind of like the idea of that. You know, you've got full control,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's like as I'm getting older, we get more tired. It's kind of like, you know, we're in a new era.
The
of-
perfect man will probably come along right when you're pregnant.
Right. And then that's
Yeah,
like,
right when you're
that-
pregnant,
A lot, that
looking all
happens to a
jolly.
lot of girls too. Is
It
I've seen
does.
that. Like, you just got a guy pregnant, and I can't get a guy like you know. It's like insane, but I mean,
Can't even get dinner out of
Yeah,
it.
I know. It's just
Tiffany, did you see that Netflix documentary?
no. Oh, I just
Oh,
watched
thousand
it.
sperm.
I
What
could
is
call
it?
someone to come over. We can do
it's
it
a
in the
1,000.
bathroom. You know,
can do
like
it.
it's crazy.
Oh my God.
This guy got thousands of women pregnant with like a turkey baster.
I saw that.
Sorry. Yeah.
No,
it's
but
crazy.
not just okay. So they were doing the turkey baster method. So like women were basically, you know, getting the sperm from him, and then they were putting it up themselves. Like they were like going outside of the doctor's office, but he was also going to sperm banks and donating his sperm like all over the world. I mean,
He had,
like the entire
super,
England has like
Sperm money, right?
in,
His sperm,
in the
yeah.
Netherlands, yes. So
Yeah,
there's
Netherlands.
a bunch of his.
He's like, I'm
So he has
a
like
Viking.
1,000 children or something.
everyone's
right?
like
he has
incestually
thousands
hooking
of children
up and-
around the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
But to get like that many, I mean, like obviously
good
he has
looking?
like super sperm.
Super sperm.
I
I
mean,
is he
mean,
tall?
Yeah, he has to.
He's kind of
So-
creepy.
Oh, great.
No, he's a weirdo. Okay,
Oh,
so
like,
he's
so
a complete
bizarre.
weirdo, and it's like this whole like big ego booster. And apparently there's other guys who like do this too. And they go and
They swap sperm in a
forums.
parking lot.
Yes, they
and
did.
see
So
who
one
and do a roulette.
like
Who
a
got
Russian roulette, like
what?
you know,
Getting
so
the girl pregnant
they
with what
said-
sperm?
This is
So-
a thing?
Yeah.
So listen,
It's
so
on
here's
Netflix right now.
I missed that.
So here's what happened. So there were some families, okay, because he was lying to these families. He was basically telling them that, oh, you're the third family that I'm going to have a kid, you know, that I'm giving the sperm to, whatever. So because a lot of people
He said he
want to
wanted
make
5
sure
families. That's
yeah,
it.
like he was like, I'm not going to be doing a lot of families. That's it. So 2 of the families wanted to have siblings because the baby came out so cute, you know, everything was healthy. And so anyway, so they came back to him and they were like, oh, we want to get a sibling. And so basically he was doing that, but then he was also working with this other guy who was donating the sperm too. And so like sometimes they'd come and they'd mix each other's sperm to see, okay, like while they were giving it to one of the
It's an
families who
ego.
wanted
Who's
a
the fastest
sibling.
swimmer?
It's like a
Yeah, so
jerk-off
let's see who
team.
gets it.
Wow.
But it was just the
Do you
whole
think that they
story is
slap their
crazy.
things on each other, like, okay, let's see what happens.
No.
Well, some of the
Mix and
girls in that
match.
video would literally go in the room and have sex with a stranger just because they thought it would be better that way. And
Well,
I'm
yes,
like,
'cause he
so
would
think
tell some
about
of
this
them.
guy for a minute, like
Think about these lesbians that
Yeah.
had sex with him just to have a baby.
I
They
know.
didn't even like
the one
the man.
woman,
Yeah.
she was,
2.
and she had 2, yes.
And so she was
Oh, God.
so mad that she was just one in the thousands. She thought there were like the 5 people, because why would she give up her personal belief of being with a woman
I don't
with a
even-
man to have a baby? I mean,
I don't
she
even
obviously
think that
wanted
was
the baby more.
problem.
Right.
Yeah.
I think their main problem was, you know, the incest of like these kids growing up and maybe
yeah, and
one
liking
day,
each other.
Well, like one day
meeting
if they
each
get-
other, or
Yeah.
like having a relationship,
Oh my
you know?
gosh.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
Well,
problem.
good thing
that
we
a
have
lo-
23andMe now. So they'll be like, oh, you're actually my sister.
well, that was his solution. He literally went on national television when he got outed, saying, "Well, they all want to have babies. You're welcome. I gave you a baby, and it's called online DNA testing. So just tell them all they came from a turkey baster, basically, and do a DNA test when they meet somebody they love.
What did he
Like
say?
that's his solution.
He
He
said
was
something
really
crazy
mean.
though.
Wait,
He's like,
super
I want to
mean.
have children. Or whatever. He wanted to be like leave a legacy or something.
Well, it's
Didn't
like
he say
Elon
that?
Musk. He's just like, take my sperm.
Oh,
just,
well,
you
I
know,
would
like,
take Elon's.
Yeah,
I might too.
I would take it too.
I would take it too.
You would like to take a
I like
genius's
Theo
sperm,
Vaughn,
yeah.
Theo.
But it's like there are
Elon.
guys out there that really want to spread their seed and, you know, just have an
I want them
abundance
to
of
spread
them.
it
But
right
he was
here.
doing it all in the wrong way. He's
I got
great.
some butter and bread.
But he said something bizarre.
No, like okay, for example, like when people were starting to reach out to him and like kind of getting upset with him, he literally said he started getting mean back with them and was like, "Oh, well, you should even be happy that I gave you my sperm because you're fucking ugly." Like he was
yeah, he
talking
did.
like,
He called them
oh,
ugly.
yeah, like he
See
was
that.
like fighting back and like
Cruel.
being rude and cruel to people when they were getting upset with him.
wow.
So
That's
he's a
terrible.
psycho. Sorry.
Well, even like the sperm donor banks, they have like, you'll look, so many live births, and this guy is not, you know, can only do this one more time. I think they have limits of like 8 or something.
Yeah.
Like, but then they can just go to another one.
oh, I didn't
So
even
it's
know
like-
that they
Exactly.
had
That's
There
what he
is
did,
limits.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
So there's limits and there's international limits. And so basically, you know, they did take him to court and the ruling was that if they catch him, you know, going even out of the country or wherever he may go to like donate sperm or have another kid, like it was basically going to be a fine of, I think, 100,000 euros.
Yeah, 100,000
or
euros
something.
per
Yeah.
sperm.
Well, if we lived in Handmaid's Tale, they would have castricized him. Right?
Yeah.
They would have been like, no more.
Well, if I thought I was one of 5 families, then I'm one of 5,000
no, it's
kids.
Well, it was like 1,000, wasn't it?
No, it's
No.
more. They
It's
don't
like
they don't have full
5,000.
track of how many because he has been going around the world. I mean, he's been
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh, so there's no
Mexico,
telling.
Kenya,
Can a guy produce
Egypt.
that much sperm?
Oh God.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think so.
I think he was, you know, like obviously he just
Had great swimmers.
And then he even
Yeah.
talked to the other guy. He's like, "Yeah, we're over in what was it? Not China. What country were they in? Where it's like Portugal. They all wanted babies, and he's like, "Yeah, they're just milking me like a cow."
no
but
Kenya
I-
in Kenya.
Oh my
Kenya.
God.
because they
Yeah.
wanted
my
white
God.
babies.
White
They wanted
babies.
to populate. They got caught saying they wanted to white out Kenya.
Oh well, that
Wow.
was one of the guys in a forum wrote that. Yes,
Just
like
wrote
they
it
were
saying
writing
he's trying
racist stuff, which is
So
crazy.
you guys
also.
watched the whole thing. I started to watch it, and then I fell asleep.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
like
I did.
2
I was-
episodes.
Yeah.
I fell
Yeah.
asleep and I woke up in the morning and I turned that TV back on because I was like, I need to finish watching this.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's
can be
really
related
juicy.
to the dude. We don't even know. Like,
no,
you
I
know,
came from straight Armenian parents.
Yeah,
They're
There was
probably
no
older,
messing
yeah.
around in our. Well, I mean, I was born over here anyways, but yeah, no.
So what nationality are you?
Welsh,
Welsh.
mainly.
Oh,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah, I just found out on 23andMe that Marie Antoinette is an ancestor of mine. So
What?
Yeah,
They actually tell you.
it says
Royalty.
it right there. I'm royal and I'm a Neanderthal, which is pretty embarrassing if you think about it. But
Neanderthal?
I guess 3% of the world has Neanderthal genes, and it says you are one of 3%.
There's the lion
that's
that's
how
big.
big
I
you
know.
are.
Do I look like a
No,
Neanderthal?
lions turn into
Not at
cats
all.
these days. You're one of those.
Yeah. I was like, I'm a what? All right, whatever. I like 23andMe. Some people are
Let me
against
try
it
it.
because they're
I've
afraid.
never done it yet,
But
either.
it's fascinating. It's like you like cilantro. Your urine
What?
smells funky when you eat asparagus. Like there's so many things it says about you that you're like, yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
me.
that.
That's pretty
no.
cool.
What?
Stinky
23andMe does
pee-pee
that?
from asparagus,
But
for
some
sure.
people don't. Some people don't
really?
get that.
And
yeah,
it tells
so-
you your cousins, your relatives who've done
We need to do it.
Let's
It's
do
very
it.
cool.
Yeah.
You
need
should
to
do
do
it
it.
live.
But you
We
can't
should
commit
do it
exams
live.
after
You
that.
should
You just
open
pee
it
on a
live.
stick, or how does that
No, you
work?
spit.
No.
No, you swab
Oh,
it and
you
you send
swab
it
it.
in.
You have to
Pee
spit a
on a
lot.
stick.
Oh, wait, that's
You
probably
It's not a
better.
pregnancy test.
Yeah. You have to hawk to Lots of hawk to in a
I
vial.
actually found a cousin through it.
Oh, you
really?
did?
Where
Yeah,
are
she
they?
was adopted and she called me or she sent me a message there and we were communicating. And so I called my aunt who I thought maybe gave her up for adoption. And I'm like, did you give a baby up for adoption? She's like, no. I'm like, it's going to come out. Someone did. Like, don't lie. And it wasn't her. It was someone else who had passed
Yeah.
away. But
Oh,
yeah, she
wow.
got put up for adoption to an amazing family and she did 23andMe and she found us.
That's
Where
amazing.
did she
So-
live?
She lives in Arizona.
Oh, so she wasn't far.
Oh, Washington. Washington. Just kidding. I
Okay.
totally made that up.
So-
Yeah.
Very nice girl, but now she has a stepbrother.
That must be cool to have
It's,
another
uh,
extended family that you just
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
met her
about.
in Mexico. Like we were both in Cabo at the same time. I was like,
Oh,
that's
really?
me. Yeah.
really.
That's really
She's
cool.
so nice and cool. It was like amazing.
Wow. My last name is I'm that whole Mexican thing. There's a lot of Vargases. They would come
Yeah.
out of the woodwork.
Yeah,
I'm
they're-
related. I need some money.
Let me have some vodka.
Yeah,
Well,
here's
so
some
wait,
vodka for
So
you.
you are just Mexican.
No, Vargas. So Irish, Mexican. My brother did the 23andMe. Andrew, what are you? Anyway, he did it. I don't know.
You are too.
We thought we were German Mexican, but Andrew did the 23andMe, and we're Irish descendants of the Mayflower. So our family came over on the Mayflower.
Hmm.
So our kids could have free college. Found out all this cool stuff.
Really?
And but the Mexican side, well, we were actually a bastard baby from the Mayflower. The doctor had sex with a person that worked on
How do you know
the
that?
Mayflower.
Your 23andMe told you that
No,
too?
no, we did the whole genealogy afterwards and
Oh,
figured out
wow.
all this other stuff. We were like, oh my God, how cool is
So
this?
the doctor
flagler.
had a baby.
But anyway, it's really interesting because, I thought I was German my whole life and Mexican. And then supposedly we're Irish, English, Irish, and Mexican. So I can't wait
Well,
to do it.
You should do it too because
I
he
wanna
could
do
have a
it.
little different variation than you.
I mean, I'm the most mixed bag of
Yeah.
everything. I mean, I'm Mexican, Japanese, and Irish. My grandfather
Yeah.
was Irish, and he brought my grandma back from Okinawa, and then my dad's Mexican.
Weird.
So it's like,
Great though.
Yeah, great mix.
Yeah.
Exotic guys, beautiful coloring.
So and that's the thing about finding a husband and finding a man. And I think that those types of platforms like 23andMe are great to not just understand who your current family is, but to also understand if you are going to have children, what to look for. Like, you kind of like, there's so many different variables of men these days. And there's, everyone's mixed, everyone's everything. What do if you're going to get a sperm donor, you kind of want to know what their history is. And now I think you
course.
can do that, right? Tiffany, can you?
Yeah,
Unless
you
you're
just
dealing
pay
with
for it.
liars.
Like
Well,
it's
you pay for
yeah, it's
I
a
want
lot.
this
Like
and this and this.
it's another level, right?
$500 start, and then it's like, do you want to know their background? Add 50. Do you want to know their eye color? Add 50.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you're at 10 grand. And you're like, I don't even know if this is going to work. Like, it's just, it's a lot. It's kind of overwhelming. But
Well, those
yeah.
girls the ladies that paid for that service on that show from Netflix picked his profile said Viking.
Yeah.
Beautiful locks.
Oh.
Thick, in shape.
Well, you think
smart.
of Alexander
And did he?
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
When you think
No,
of
he
Viking.
did. He
He
had
did.
like he's kind of taller, like he had blue eyes, long curly
He
hair.
looked like Fabio.
By the way,
Okay.
so he's been changing up his look since he was a child too. Like he's not a bad looking guy, but he's just always So I guess they said in the
Sociopath.
documentary, yes, like when he got to this level of having the long curly hair, is when he felt like he started like feeling himself, and that was the look for him.
Like God
and since,
complex.
Well, he saw the women wanting to get him.
Yeah.
The ego. He's like,
I got
women
lots
like
of
the
liquid
locks.
gold, girls.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. If you're a lesbian wanting to have a baby and the guy has long hair, it's kind of like a win-win, right? I mean, I'll take one down, pass it around.
well, I mean, I think people like the hair because they're like, okay, well, we don't want to have a baby with a guy who's balding or.
Well, yeah, because remember
losing
they
his
tried.
hair.
Remember they said that the first donor came and he had no hair.
Yes,
But
and
no.
that was the guy who was
And a
playing
scar.
Russian roulette
But
with.
technically,
Yes.
doesn't like if somebody's in a ball, it's from the mother's side, not the father's side.
Well, you take genes from both sides, so
No,
you don't know.
on hair. Google it. Somebody
I
Google
think it's
it.
like your maternal, like the
Yeah.
dad's mom.
Yeah,
Did you
it's,
know this?
it's,
No,
it's
I know there's a
female,
recessive
yes.
gene of some sort, but I didn't
They
know
can
if it was-
fix it all now. Who cares?
Yeah.
I
mean-
love hairy men. I just love them. For some reason, I think that there's something wrong if they're losing their hair super early. There's something genetically wrong with them. And that's just how I look at him. If I see a man that's like in shape, good looking, but like half his head is bald, then I'm like, well, what's wrong with his genetics? Just innately. That's why with the hair plug thing, now you just don't know what you're getting
You don't
because
know
they all have
anything.
hair now, which is great.
Just
Just
like
like
us
us,
with
you don't know if
lips.
our lips or our nose or our boobs are real. You know, you might be getting a frog and thinking you're kissing a princess. And because that guy sued his
wife, the Asian wife,
The Asian-
because the baby came out like it had all her old stuff
It came
She
out
had
ugly, and he was upset he had ugly children.
because
Oh,
she
shit.
had so much work and like looked
Yeah.
amazing, and
Yeah.
the kids
Who's
came out
this?
with
Where'd
like
that come from?
they
Oh,
were
I've heard
Asian.
that.
They
Yeah,
were
a couple
Asian.
They were
years ago.
Asian.
Wow.
And he was
Yeah.
super wealthy. So he was just
You know,
livid.
he
I think he
Oh
sued her
my
and
God.
won, right?
He
Yeah, he
sued and he
did.
won. He won.
That's
Could
crazy.
you
Totally
imagine being
lied?
sued because you're ugly?
I know, that must have been the worst.
She wasn't
Did
though.
you
Girl, no.
disclose to your husband before he put his sperm in you that you were fugly?
Yeah.
You were butterface.
No face.
Wow.
I mean,
But sometimes
so
kids
obvious-
go through gawky phases, and then
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, if you look at kids and teenage, like they change, they transform. I mean, we transform, right? I feel like I look better now than I did when I was 21.
Yeah. I
You do.
definitely
oh,
do.
I
Yeah.
definitely do.
Yeah.
You're looking pretty good.
Yeah, you are looking great, Christina.
Well, for sure. I was like, oh my God. So we used to do like some funny stuff. And I remember, so Eric and I both used to be like really blonde at one point. And Erica was
Kinda
like
like this.
platinum blonde. Okay. And she used to like
I can
literally
see that.
I'm kind of coming back to
Was
it
it
right
shorter
now.
and platinum, or did you have it long? Was it a bob?
It was
plat-
always kind of long.
like right here,
I always
right?
tried
I
to
can see
keep
that.
it long. Yeah.
So, anyways, but she was always really good. Like, so she would do her own roots. Okay. She would, by the way, we're like 21, 22 years old. Okay. So we were
So you're
saving
not
a few
worried about your hair
dollars.
falling out.
Saving
No,
a
I
few
was
dollars.
very-
No, she was
cautious.
really
Okay.
good.
No,
So
it's
she
good.
was already blonde. So all she had to do was her roots, right? And so I was getting blonder, and then she would do mine too because it would like save me money, so I didn't have to go see the hairdresser so often. And then, but anyways, we were in Vegas, and then we left that the blonde on my roots too long, right? And when we washed it out, it was orange.
Oh no!
I literally
Shakira.
no, and then
It was like sunning.
Yeah.
wait, and then I had to go to the hair salon, remember? And like they literally had to make me like platinum blonde, but like my hair was
Did it
fried.
dye? Did it fall out though?
I mean, it was short, and then I had extensions in. I was platinum
I don't
blonde.
remember
Oh,
this.
that's the worst.
Sounds like I didn't put enough powder in.
But now you're a
Probably.
hairstylist, so it worked out.
Makeup artist. I
Makeup
make style
artist.
hair, but
Yeah, you style hair.
no. And then I think after that is when I went darker, isn't it?
No.
I mean, pretty much because so I was like really, really blonde, and then and she was really blonde, but we were always blondies together. And then I literally my hair was just like not doing well. So then I totally just went dark to the other side.
Just counteract it. You're like, this is a disaster.
Yeah, I was
You're
I'm
like, it
just
needs
going
to grow
black.
back. It
It's
needs
like
to
we
revive.
need to let
TLC.
the hair needed a little TLC.
You would look like a vixen with brown black hair. Like,
No, I was just
Yes,
picturing
Yes,
that.
your eyes would totally
She
pop.
would- it would-
no,
you would pop.
I am a blonde.
yeah.
I'm naturally like
Yeah.
a lighter colored. Like I'm obviously not
you'd
this
age.
blonde, but
You would probably look 5 years older with brown hair.
I just
Just fucking-
let me tell
She's
you
like,
this.
forget that.
First of all, it would never happen.
Chris's face.
I have pictures. I'll show you guys. Okay, but I'll
Everybody
never
looks older
be
with brown
brown haired again.
But you
Yeah.
very rarely, when I think of Christina, it's funny. I have a girlfriend, she's actually Portuguese, but she has this beautiful dark brown hair with green eyes. And it's like, that's all.
Very
when I very
Brazilian.
first met her, and when I was in high
Exotic.
school, Yes. And so to me, like darker hair and light eyes is just stunning.
Well,
Yeah.
no, Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey,
It
didn't
is.
he marry somebody like that?
I
She's,
think it's
Matthew-
dark
she's
eyes.
Spanish.
And George
Yeah.
Clooney married a super smart brunette. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not saying that there's brunettes are beautiful. I have nothing
Yeah.
to say about that. I'm just saying, me personally, brunette is not my look.
I love
Megan
brunette.
Fox, like those green
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
with
I
could
that
do
brown hair.
I can go either
See,
way.
She looks good in every color.
Can we
That's
talk
true.
about the whole Mounjaro, Ozempic, and what's it called? What's peptides?
Yeah.
Semi-glutides.
Semi-glutides. Okay. So I was when I was married, I was always thin. And then I went through depression at the end of my marriage, and I could not lose weight. We traveled a lot. I was drinking at fabulous places, and no one's gonna feel sorry for me in a jet, right? So long story short, I was depressed because I failed in that marriage. I couldn't make him happy. I was never going to make him happy. I was never going to be skinny enough. I was never going to be pretty enough. I was never going to be nothing. Okay. So fast forward, I'm finally divorced. And I was telling, I got on the Housewives show, and Orange County Housewives, I was 189. How in the heck did they hire me, Christina? I don't know. Christina was my hair and makeup, and I still felt uncomfortable in my skin because I couldn't lose weight.
But you had a flat stomach. You just had a booty and
I had
boobs.
lipo. That's why.
Yeah, she had work
I mean,
done.
had work
I
done.
remember
You
you
had
told
lipo
me.
before?
It was a
Yeah,
Tommy
I
Hilfiger
got-
that
my
you
ex-husband
were-
told me I was
you.
fat, literally in front of people, said, "You're going to get lipo." Flew me to Arizona,
He's
took me to the
terrible.
clinic, and said, "You're getting lips and you're going to get lipo." And this is no joke. And there's no slander, nothing there. That is exactly.
I mean,
what he
I
said.
would have taken it, but it's
Sign
like
me
to
up.
say in front of other people is just
What's his name?
It was like $90,000. So we get there. He literally drops me off with a jet and like a nurse person, and then leaves again to go see his other women. So I was just like, I was just so mentally fucked in my head that I was like, this is so fucked. So they did the lipo. I didn't lose any weight. I couldn't believe it.
That's wild.
So I was waiting for like
I don't
a
think
month
you're
later.
supposed to lose weight, right?
You get
It's
more
just
like
supposed to
curves.
reshape
I was
you.
curved,
Yeah.
but I did not
Yeah.
lose weight.
But
So
you
then
knew
he
it was
got
all
mad
him,
because
right?
he spent all this money and I wasn't skinnier. He was like, that was a waste of money. I'm like, I get, because I didn't look any different. Fast forward, Mounjaro.
Did he
Okay.
look in the mirror?
I could never solve issues. Like I realized that's why right now being single, I have to take care of myself because I don't mind a man with issues. Because we all have issues.
Nobody's
It's
perfect.
just how much can I handle? And are you looking at yourself and trying to help yourself? Like I can't help you. So I decide, I want to be healthier. And there was this thing called, what's the first one they came out with?
Semi-glutides.
Semi-glutide.
So
Semi-glutides. They all kind of came out during the same time, but
right. Well, I tried Ozempic and I took it for 4 weeks and I barfed. And I could not leave the toilet. I was like, well, no wonder everyone loses weight, right?
Yeah.
So my point of telling all this is like, I finally found a solution. So I don't care. Men have Viagra. I have my Mounjaro. I took it for 4 months, lost a shit ton of weight, and I feel good about myself.
Well,
I'm
you're the
tired.
best.
Well, you look
You're the
fabulous.
best
Yeah,
thing ever.
you're
Like,
amazing.
since I
Thank
know
you.
on it.
And I take it,
Yeah.
I only take it now every other week. I take a little dose just to kind of maintain.
Is it a shot or is it a
shot.
Yeah, it's a shot.
There's
Okay.
nothing wrong with it. I don't know why we're getting shamed for this when they have Viagra. Like, stop. All these men are like, oh, you're just taking that shit. You're cheating.
there's a lot of men
No,
who take
I'm
it
so
too.
sorry. I'm not cheating. It's
Exactly.
what works for me. Is that a bad thing?
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with like there's a lot of health issues that come with like being overweight and
Right.
the heart,
I agree.
edemia,
I was 189
pre-diabetic.
and what did I weigh when you saw me this morning? 145.
That's
the first time-
amazing.
By the way,
And
I
you
was,
feel good, right?
I
Yeah.
feel good. I can wear my clothes. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can go sit at dinner and feel comfortable, not for anybody else, but for me.
And you don't get nauseous off them.
Not anymore.
No.
Nothing. Mounjaro was I switched from Ozempic to Mounjaro. Thank
I told you
God.
to.
What?
I told you to.
You
You
told me
remember?
to.
So I was watching Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, I
and
loved
Jennifer
this.
Aiden was
I
on.
loved
And
it.
this was amazing. So a lot of people obviously deny that they've been on it, that they've used it. Which I mean, I think
But
it's
they all
like, listen,
have.
like who cares if you do something and it makes you feel better, look better? Just say it, But a
It's
lot
no
of people
different than
don't like
plastic
to admit
surgery.
to stuff. But anyway,
Right.
so I guess like the question was from Andy was, oh, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, are you on Ozempic or have you been using it? And she goes, no, everybody, I'm not on Ozempic. So
I'm working out of the gym. I have a trainer now.
That's not what she said. She said, stop saying I'm taking your family's Ozempic and your Ozempic. She goes,
I'm
not on Ozempic. She goes, I'm on Mounjaro.
No, she said I'm 1,000% not on Ozempic. And she goes, so there. She goes, but I am on Mounjaro, 2.5. And she threw it out there. And he like, because you thought that was the end of it. And then she sat back and then she put, I go, that was the best thing I've heard on this.
She was like, I like to be this weight and I want to continue being this weight. So there.
But I think
that's good.
She said she feels better about herself. And she she says she has more energy.
Me too. My mind capacity is a lot greater because I'm not focusing on losing weight.
Or thinking about food.
Yeah. And it's cheaper. I barely eat.
You still eat.
Well, it's like guys take testosterone, right, to look good. And there's every guy in Orange County is on testosterone, and they all have to.
Oh, they do?
And all that. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like
there's so many.
But to a man's testosterone is a woman's Mounjaro or Botox or plastic surgery. And it's like, whatever's making you feel good, like, why fight it, you know?
Well, and Ozempic and those things have been around for 30 years for diabetes. So it's already proven, right? It's not like, it's like when Viagra came out for these guys, they can get their dick hard till they're 90 to 100. And no one goes, oh my God, is that going to give you a heart attack? No, the men just keep taking it.
Right.
And so I think that, it was made for a heart medication, but now it's for their dick medication. Well, ours was made for diabetes, but now it's for us to feel good about ourselves and wear the clothes we want to.
No,
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
It's FDA approved for that purpose, but they're also finding out, like with different drugs, like Ozempic, for example, like people who, you know, like I think I told you before.
Oh yeah, tell the story.
About, it was a client's brother and he literally was having, you know, on a transplant list for a liver, thought he was, you know, this was it. And he said, my brother's going to die. You know, they couldn't get him a liver. And it wasn't from alcoholism or anything. He just had something genetically wrong. And his doctor, as a last resort, because he wasn't going to make it, you know, to this transplant, he went ahead and put him on Ozempic. He goes, let's try this. Just a fatty liver, everything's gone. He thinned out completely. He's super healthy. And he just continues on a low dose, and he didn't need a liver. And he's alive and super healthy now.
There was a New York Times about that, about how it's going to kill off all diseases.
Every time, all these women that are getting pregnant, like
I heard about those. They're
trying to get skinny and they look good and they're feeling good.
Well, no, it makes you more fertile, I guess.
It does?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, I thought it's just they're being thin and they're feeling sexy, and then that's probably combo.
Maybe that too.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be a combination.
Yeah.
But they're, you know, all these women, they're getting pregnant on it now.
But also I heard, and I don't know if this is the case, I'd love to research this. My mind is sharper right now. I have a sharp mind anyway, but I just feel a lot more focused and happy.
Good.
I just
think,
amazing.
Well, you don't have that weight wearing you down, because it can also give you brain fog when you're feeling heavy and unmotivated, you know, so you could probably.
Well, but it also goes back to the food we're eating. So I'm not eating, I don't crave that pizza anymore. I don't get that high when I eat pizza because the Mounjaro takes away that thrill of eating. So I don't get that, I want to eat the whole pizza. I want pizza. I'll eat part of it, but I don't need to keep eating it for that high. I guess that's what the chemical does.
You don't need the second slice.
I don't need the second slice.
Or the third.
But my point is, my body's not digesting that crap anymore. So then it made me realize, gosh, I was putting a lot of poison in my body. The little things eating out at restaurants and all this poison every day. It's no wonder I'm tired. Like I literally since been being on Mounjaro and on, was my hairstylist, because I was going to go off of it. She's like, no, you got to keep on it too. Just like you got to do maintenance. I was like, okay. So I just decided to do the maintenance and I cleaned out my fridge. I'm eating healthier. I crave tomatoes now, and avocado and olive oil, just everything healthy. That's never happened.
Because you're putting less in your body. So you need to make it count.
I crave healthy, yummy food now, because when I eat it, I want to, the little bit I eat, I want to enjoy it.
Well, you're also probably no sweets.
No, here's what's weird. I don't eat sugar.
Sweets,
but on PMS, I will always have McDonald's fish fillet, 2 cheeseburger meal with a Diet Dr. Pepper. That's just what I have.
Hot Pockets.
Wow. Well, yeah.
Hot
Pockets. But I don't even crave that now. It's kind of cool. I love it.
But do you realize you don't realize that you were overeating all that time too.
I didn't realize how much I was eating.
You're obviously surviving. You're just not, you're eating to, you're you're not eating for like indulgence now.
Yeah, yeah. But I get to enjoy that meal with the girlfriends because I feel good in my clothes, and you get to go out and I don't know, it's a total different vibe. So when people are shaming people, like all the housewives are on it, all the ladies are on it. They just don't admit it. And I know they're on it because we talk about it. But a lot of them have now come out and admitted that they've done it. And I think I was like one of the first ones to be like, hey, yeah, let me try it. Get rid of this ass would be great, So, what do you guys think about the whole shaming thing? We get shamed if we're too skinny. We get shamed if we're too fat.
Nobody should be shamed for anything. You do you, okay? If you're
Right.
happy with what you're doing, you're sleeping well at night, it makes you happy, you're
Yeah.
good. Who cares? I never care what anybody else has to say.
Really? Can't never do
I got a mind of my own.
Well, my feeling is like, why would I be upset or shame somebody else? How does that affect my life?
Yeah.
It doesn't. You do you.
Yeah.
Whereas
I agree.
what do you put in your body affects my life. You know,
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah.
if you're fine and you're not coming at me, you're not angry or whatever because of your side effects or something, then we're good. Just do you,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, remember, everybody was taking Adderall.
Yeah.
I tried the Adderall thing. Oh my God. I thought it was a crackhead. Everyone's like, try this, you'll lose weight. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, I would be
twitching.
scared.
I tried it for a month and I looked
Sweating.
sunken. I was like,
crackhead, not sleeping
I
at
can't
all.
even drink
couldn't
regular
sleep.
coffee. I can't imagine.
dude, it was horrible. So now at least, because on Mounjaro, I don't get any of that side effect.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's not
I
a
have yet to
stimulant.
see somebody that is on Mounjaro that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was like, when somebody's that you're like, wow, they look fantastic.
So, Christina and I, we're doing this girl talk thing, and we also wanted the audience to get to know the ladies that were sitting on the couch. So we have some cards for you.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do the game.
Okay.
What's a game?
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. Should I start? Okay. Well, I guess, we know what your answer would be, but I'll say it to everybody. Everybody gets the answer. What is an ideal height for a man?
What's your ideal height for a man?
Am I going first?
You're first.
Yeah.
Well, my husband, he's 6'4".
Oh, 6'4".
Yeah, I gotta
That's
borrow
a
Louis.
nice hefty man right
And
now.
he's in finance.
Oh yeah.
Is he in finance? Oh, he is in finance.
But no blue eyes.
That's all right. I like brown.
Yeah, he's brown.
Okay.
Actually, hazel.
Hazel like ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm 5 foot, so anything over 5'8" is fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
The majority of men I researched before I put that question down are between 5'8" and 5'11". That's your poll.
Yeah.
So that's a good
A
one.
lot of good things come in small packages.
Yeah. It's easier being small.
Yeah.
Well, being that I am short, I'm 5'2", but I like at least 6 feet. I don't know. It's like a little person thing, but I love a tall man.
Yeah. Same. Tall.
Well, you're tall. You need a tall man.
I never feel skinny unless I'm dating this giant. So
How tall are you?
I'm just 5'6", but I'm a
Yeah,
bigger
you are?
girl.
I
We're
think you're
not
taller.
bigger.
No, I have heels on.
No, you're taller than 5'8".
Anyway,
I feel like
next
you're
question.
5'7", 5'8". Yeah, I was thinking 5'8".
Yeah.
Okay. One place you would love to travel to right now or in the future.
Hmm.
Let's
I'd like
just
to
stop
go to
talking about it.
Australia. I'd like to go there.
Australia?
Yeah, I
Okay.
haven't been.
Bali.
Oh, Bali's a good one. I
Yeah.
love Bali.
I'd like to go to Singapore.
Oh, Singapore is wonderful. Oh,
I would love
God,
to
it's
go.
Wonderful there.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I want to go back to Costa Rica and surf with the crocodiles.
Okay. You did not go surfing with crocodiles.
I'm joking. They
Otherwise-
have the surf community down there. They have great beer.
Yeah.
Men with long hair.
Yeah, exactly.
We know your secret.
Yeah,
We know what crocodiles
They don't
meant.
talk too much. They don't talk back. They're cheap.
All right. If you were the last woman in the universe, who would you choose to mate with?
It's going to be my husband. I'm boring, guys.
Aw.
That's fine.
I think Chris should answer this one.
Morgan Wallen. Okay.
I already knew it.
Okay,
I already knew it.
Good one.
And then Tom Brady.
Still?
Still. And then John Hamm. Okay.
I have to
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
Of
Okay,
course,
who's
John
yours, Tiffany?
Hamm.
No, I was going to say Tom Brady.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's
I
so
don't,
skinny.
I don't get it either.
His jaw.
So skinny
I just,
now.
I don't know.
very
don't
chiseled.
mind him.
He's
I
so
like him,
chiseled.
but I
His
don't.
kids go to my school. I see him all the time. He just
Lucky.
looks so plastic now. It's just,
No, he's nuts.
He has had work done. Well, it's like I used to be in love with Zac Efron, and now he's had so much work
Oh,
done.
my.
what
He's
happened
still
to him?
super hot,
No,
though,
you're
but-
so there's a
Holy.
movie that came out with
Yeah.
him. He actually fell or something. Like it was
No, he had back.
No, he's,
surgery.
like, really
That's
bad.
all
no, his
bullshit.
jaw was
I
like
fell.
hanging.
I
And they
couldn't
had
believe
to-
it when I saw
they
him.
like they had to like realign his jaw. Like he felt like so he's got the scar from it and everything.
I know the doctor who did his surgery.
Oh,
Yeah. Just like I fell on the couch and I ended with boobs.
Yeah.
I used to tell everybody I got in a car accident, so I got boobs. No,
It's like
just
I have a
got boobs.
deviated septum. I've got a new nose job.
Yeah. So who's yours?
oh gosh. So the last time we kind of talked about, but I thought about it afterwards. The I don't know if you guys ever watched this show, but it was called The Vampire Diaries.
I remember
The Ian
it.
Smolderhander guy, like he's got these blue eyes and jet black hair.
I think you need to
He is
Google him.
like beyond sexy.
Mine's
like-
still Theo Vaughn.
Who's Theo Vaughn?
I know.
He's a comedian that looks total white trash. Like he came from a trailer park. I just want to spin him around every
Is
once
this like
in a
a
while.
Pete Davidson type?
Oh,
No.
God.
No.
Yeah, I have kind of a weird obsession with his mullet. I just want to pull it. You'll see it. I'm going to put it up on the screen when Luke edits this. We'll bring up Theo Vaughn again.
That's funny.
Okay, favorite artist, music artist.
That's a hard one right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I know who mine is.
Who?
Post Malone.
Oh, he's
Aw.
good. He is great.
Love him.
Favorite
Right,
artist
right.
we'd sleep with or we just like?
No,
No,
just
they-
like,
just
You're
like,
enjoying their
get
music.
your mind out of the gutter.
Okay, I'm single now.
I have no idea. Yeah, I used to love Dave Matthews, believe it or not. Grew up a Dave fan, and I'm always willing to go see his concert. And everyone laughs at me. They're like, "You're really going to go see Dave?" And I'm like, "I like Dave.
Dave Matthews is
I
wonderful.
think he puts on a good show. So,
and he's
yeah.
good in concert.
Yeah,
He owns an entire island in Washington.
really.
Does
Yeah,
he?
he's got his own little section over there. Yeah, he's pretty
It's an
phenomenal.
interesting
That's
character
nice.
too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, he bought all the property around it to preserve it for the natural habitat. He's pretty cool. Yeah.
Wow.
He's a Seattle guy,
Yeah.
we love our Dave Matthews.
Okay, well, a hairy man or a shaved man or a hairless man.
I like Harry.
What?
I like a little
Girls
hair
are
on
so
the
strange.
chest.
No hair. No way.
No hair.
Yeah.
Oh, I like a gorilla. Bring it on.
No.
Feminine man or masculine man?
Masculine.
Masculine.
I think everybody would agree on that.
Masculine.
Masculine. Yours is definitely
With a-
masculine.
I was like masculine, but I do like a little
Like a clean cut.
like
Like
femme
they get
in
their
there.
manicures.
A little
Well,
metro.
no, I
a
like
little
the treasure,
metro.
the treasure, but then I don't want the big poof at the end. It
No,
can't be a
no, no.
fireworks show.
We
It's
said
got-
we're
you
going
don't
back
want
to
a
hair
forest
down
down
there.
there.
I don't-
I don't
Yeah,
want
we're back to hair.
Yeah, I'd say I have veneers. I don't want to deal with
Chewbacca
it.
over here.
I want Chewbacca
Chewbacca.
on the top, but I don't even mind back hair.
No. No.
I'm weird. I know.
So teach her.
I'm
You need to
totally
teach her
with
when
you.
you go out.
What?
I'm glad when we go out, it's going to be opposite guys we attract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You won't be competing.
Okay, hall pass. Somebody famous, obviously. If you had one.
There's definitely someone.
No
I gotta
offense
think
to
about
Mark.
it. No offense to Mark. Oh, I mean, Pierce Brosnan's always
There you
been
go.
my.
oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like the 12-year-old who had the poster on the wall of a 40-year-ld.
Well, his voice was amazing.
Good looking older
Remington,
man.
was it
Suit.
Remington Steele?
oh,
He
yummy.
was
On that
James.
show?
He was James Bond.
Yeah.
No, but wasn't he also like Remington Steele? This like
I think
television
he
show?
talked to the car or something. No.
That was
That's a
something
different
else. I can't
show.
remember, but yeah, I just liked his
Sexy.
accent.
Yeah.
Yours?
I think Channing Tatum, whatever.
Oh,
it is.
Channing Tatum, the stripper guy.
Yeah. Hot.
Oh,
Magic
Tatum.
Mike.
Yes,
He's
yeah,
hot.
Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Or
he
that
looks
Hemingway
good.
guy. The one that not was with Miley Cyrus, but the brother. Of
Oh, Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, Hemsworth.
Yeah, I don't know anyone's
oh
names.
my God,
He's
he is
so
hot.
cute. I just saw
But
him
he
in a
knows
movie.
it too.
Yeah.
He's just got a Rolodex. That
Yeah.
apparently
Oh,
I don't know
hot.
this.
And he's
I wish
tall.
one of them.
He's a
I
baby.
think I'm on there.
yeah, I'm like,
God, I don't know. I got to think about it.
okay, mine would be Jason Momoa.
Really?
Oh yeah, just give me that big, tall, juicy,
Hairy guy.
hair.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
I don't like the hair though. I like no hair. Cut it nice and clean, and
Man bun.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the man bun's okay. It's just greasy. All right, I'd rather do a mullet than a man bun. Put it that way.
Okay, girls. One life hack you know that you need to share with the world and
Ooh.
us.
A life hack.
Life hack. You got one? You're good. We should start on that side. What do you got?
She's like Betty Crocker over here.
No, I think that if you don't worry about what everybody else has. Be grateful for what you do have.
That's advice. We
Oh,
want to
we're doing
That is
advice?
a
Yeah, I was
hack.
like metaphors? I thought we were like,
for mentally and emotionally. That is a
mine
great
is
hack.
butter your bread. Take the end of the heel of the bread, stick
Oh.
butter on it. Okay. And you take your corn, you flop it on there, you rub it around like it's in juicy. Till you're done. That's my life hack.
Wait,
the,
what?
the last piece of the bread that you don't use, and you throw it away, butter it up,
Oh, the heel.
bake your corn, stick it on
all
there.
right, I got one.
Like, it's like, oh, you go
That's
like
like a
this.
cooking tip.
Go like
Okay.
this. And, this.
Okay.
And then you can eat your corn. Anyway, watch my Instagram profile.
All right. Moisturize your hair. Use a hair mask. Use a hair mask every single time you wash your hair and let it air dry. And then put some curls in or blow dry it softly so that you have healthy hair because you cannot
That's all her hair.
get it back. And it takes a really long time. This
That's
is
your natural hair?
It is. It is.
No
you can
extension.
grab it all you want.
We
girl.
are going to go buy your juice. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're using. That's
Maybe it's her
beautiful.
protein
It's
bar.
L'Oreal. It's
Okay.
like
So it's like a leave-in
12
conditioner.
I've never had
almost.
extensions
She's
either.
been using it for a long time.
I've been using it since I was like 10. It's the conditioner. It's like $12 for a big jug.
Oh my God. You have to
Hands
send me
down.
the link so I can
Oh,
post it because everyone's going to
absolutely.
want to know.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for bringing your beautiful products. We're going to try them right now. So which is the
I
best
can't wait.
flavor?
They're all really good. If you're a peanut butter girl. So I ordered a whole bunch to my house. They didn't get here in time. And so
Yeah.
I ran to Bristol
Wait, are
Farms.
you? I don't care for peanut butter, so I'll
take it.
trade.
Perfect.
Thank you. So I saw these in La Quinta Costco, and I sent her a video of them. I said, "Oh my gosh, I was so proud of you."
Yeah, I
Excited.
want to try these.
Thank you.
How long have
They're
they been in Costco?
delicious.
Do they taste good with
That was
vodka?
like a month
They taste
ago when I
great with
saw 'em.
vodka.
Okay.
Had
I
a
love
champagne.
champagne.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah.
No, I'm
having
always
a
looking
try.
for something good to eat. When I work so much that I don't have time now that I'm not that hungry. I want whatever I am eating to be healthy.
Right.
So this is great.
Yeah, they're healthy and delicious. So they're not the bar that you're going to throw in your bag and you don't see, that you forget about and you find 3 weeks later. You're like, oh my gosh,
These
I
are
can't
good.
wait. No, they're good. That's
And
a
they're not
Reese's
grainy.
What does
Pieces.
this look like?
No.
That's
And
a
they don't
Reese's
stick
Pieces.
to your teeth.
Oh,
A
okay.
lot of,
Did you try it?
yes, of course.
You liked it?
I've been eating them for
We do
years.
mukbang.
No.
It was like glazed, like a donut.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, also thank you for
Good.
being here. Christina and I just wanted to thank you guys for making the time. The 1 hour we
Yes.
only get, this 1 hour podcast we're on, talking about nothing, shooting the shit, doing girls being girls. We have a little gift for you for coming on board.
Oh, that's so nice.
A little gift because all women deserve a little blue box. Will you pass
Oh,
it down,
pass it
honey?
down.
Everybody gets a Tiffany.
wow. Thank you.
There you go, darling. And we can all
Thank
show
you.
the little box for the
Oh, wow, it's a big
camera.
box.
Yeah, it's a big one.
I know, isn't it nice? No, the ladies at Tiffany are really sweet. They were like, well, it's a love gift. It's a love box. So you'll see it when you open it later, exactly what it is. But
All right.
thank you for
So
being
sweet.
here
Yeah,
today.
thank you guys.
Thank you for watching this episode of Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
Christina Wright.
Like, subscribe, follow, and support us on Patreon. Peace, love, and happiness. Woohoo!
Bye.